So I'm actually excited to bring down our next guest. My radio station is not too far from here in an old building, and I believe that his business is set up there in the Marathon Village area. He is Dr. Mike Butera. He is the founder and CEO of Artiphon. He has a PhD in sound studies, and he had a pretty cool experience. He went to raise some money on Kickstarter, and they were hoping to maybe raise like $75,000. And they raised over $1 million. Pretty amazing. So their first product, the Instrument One, is the Swiss Army knife of sound. It's going to be available in early 2016. I actually got to see it in action out at Summer NAMM at the Music City Center, and it is sweet. So can't wait for all of you to get to see that. And I'd like you to please welcome Dr. Mike Butera.
Can I have one of these? One of these? Hello. Hi, I'm Mike, and yes, that happened. That was earlier this year, and actually that's what I want to talk about tonight with this theme of finding an audience. And for us, it was figuring out what what we could do to inspire people to make music. So I should start at the beginning, which is, what are we doing? So yes, the company is Artiphon, and we're creating this musical instrument. The idea of this musical instrument is that it can be whatever instrument you want it to be. So it plugs into your iPhone, iPad, computer, it runs apps, and those apps can make any possible sound, and therefore you, all of you, can make whatever sound you want. We see this as a sort of, sound as a stepping stone to make music. But we also see music as whatever you want it to be. So we're all familiar with sort of how genres of music are colliding and in some sense collapsing. We don't know how to make genres anymore. Well, for a lot of people, they still tend to think that there's a proper way to make music, and that the way that they make sound or music isn't quite good enough, right? So it's something like 80% of people say they want to make music, but only 8% do, and that's the bridge we're trying to cross. So we've basically created this instrument that lets people make sound in creative ways without being tied to, do I know how to play the guitar or not? Do I know how to play the piano or not? You know how to play this because you can turn it on, make some sound, and have some fun with it. So that's the basic idea. Thank you. It's intended to be fun. It's intended to be about exploration rather than mastery, say. So this was the concept, and we've spent years, designing it, figuring out what would work technologically. We had to design everything from the ground up as far as the guts and actually making it work, because you can play it like a violin or a cello. You can play it like a piano or a guitar. So we did all that, and then this past spring, we decided to go on Kickstarter. But we didn't know who would respond. And so what and part of the issue was this genre issue. If we tied this instrument to a particular genre, then the rockers would get it, but the EDM folks wouldn't. Or songwriters would think, that's not for me at all because it's digital, or something like that. So we wanted to figure out how could we make this genre agnostic. How could we make it universal without making it generic, right? For me, that's kind of the extremes. And so actually, first what we did in our video. I should actually some more context. Most of the people on stage tonight are involved in music consumption in some way, and Benji was talking about the process of music creation. Really, for Artiphon, for us, we're seeing these as blended, and our goal is to inspire sort of normal people, not just people we consider to be musicians, but people in their everyday lives to make music, and really be about participating in the kind of music that they love, that they want to make. So how do we do that when that 70% of people say they want to make music but don't? What are the things we have to get over? And one of the things we had to get over, and this is what we ended up doing. I'm not actually going to play the video, but you can easily find it if you search for Artiphon, is this initial "what is this thing" moment, right? So what we did is we actually put people in an infinity room, you know, the white rooms that are curved and go on forever. And we just set up a camera, and people actually experienced the instrument for the first time. So we caught on camera their, weird eyebrow movements that you can't act. When you pick up this thing and say, what is, we actually have people say, like, what is this, right? And then we caught them making their first note and having that moment of surprise and empowerment, like, oh, I can make this sound, and the giggles and all that. And that really helped to break the ice, because this instrument wasn't about shredding. We didn't get someone showing how professional it could be, even though we could have. But this was about any of our experiences of what it would be the first time we encounter it. Can I click on it? No, I can't click on it. It's like, oh, it's a PDF. It's not going to work. Anyway, you should all look at the video. Breaking that ice, keeping it that genre agnostic was a big deal for us. So anyway, what happened is we ended up having the largest musical instrument crowdfund ever, and really defining this new category of instrument. We are in the process right now of manufacturing, and so everyone who signed up for the Kickstarter is an early adopter who has to wait like 9 months to get this. So that was another layer, and actually, again, inspiring wherever Benji is, with seeing that process on the hardware side of creation for music. So. I want to allow enough time for any questions, if anyone has any. But the thing that drives us beyond, I mean, we love technology, we love this process of empowerment for people. For us right now, it's still in the future. And right now, what this process we're in is we have this imagination of what people are going to make. We don't know yet. Like, we still don't know what kind of music people are going to make with this. And it's really exciting, but it's also this really weird feeling, because there's thousands of people around the world who have their own ideas, and we're surveying them, we're talking with them all the time, and they're super pumped. But they have these completely ideas of the music they're going to make. I should have put some quotes up. Hey, Jacob, do you remember any of the quotes that we just sent out? Come here. This is Jacob Gordon, my co-founder and CMO. Sure.
I learned a new term today. So we have these amazing 3,500 Kickstarter backers in 70 countries around the world. So I spoke to someone from exotic Ontario today, and he introduced me to a new term called condo jamming. Condo jamming is where you bring your friends over and everybody gets their gear, and then you put on headphones and you plug into a USB direct box, and there are no amplifiers, so you don't wake up your neighbors. But it's a beautiful example of what people are doing all over the world that is not what they're expected to do, not what they're even intended to do, painting on the canvas in their own unique ways, and that's part of what's really fascinating for us.
Sure. I mean, but the quotes I was going for, Jacob, which surely are in your memory as well, are, I just want to get this instrument and like sit on the couch in my underwear and play it. I just want to smell it. We're getting a lot of people want to smell the instrument. We have to think more about this. Anyway, we have like 1 minute and 21 seconds. Does anyone have any? Oh, I can show it to you. We brought it, but we'd have to plug it in and things. Yeah. Oh, actually, there was something I wanted to mention. Yeah. So the Kickstarter. This is the instrument, and I'll hold it up. So we closed the Kickstarter ended in April, and that was really the first and only chance to get it until next week or now. So what that means is we have a private pre-order going on right now that nobody really knows about because we offered it only to our Kickstarter backers to send codes out to their friends. So if anyone here is interested in that, you can be our friend too. Just email us. I'm Mike at Artiphon, Jacob at Artiphon, or just contact at Artiphon, and we can get you one of those codes before they go out for sale for pre-order for the general public. They'll be shipping in early 2016. So thanks for the question. Any questions? Oh, it's not on. No, I'm sorry. But it does work. You just so basically you plug it into your phone or computer and you open an app and you choose what sound you want to make. And then how much is $400? And then you can hold it like a violin or a guitar or an upright bass or keyboard or whatever. Yeah, man, what's up? It actually does have a microphone input, so you can use breath control. And the idea is like if you want to mix and match, if you want to play guitar but you don't want to strum, you can just tap it. Or if you want to strum a piano or bow a piano, you can do that. So you can kind of mix these techniques up with sounds in ways that haven't been done before. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what music people are going to make because this thing does crazy things. So I'm really excited to see in 2016. So.